Hello, I'm Langston, and I'm back on my channel, Gymlandia. So today I'm just coming on here just to post a collage of me, clearing some of my fucking haters. Because, you had a lot of Brazilian hosts sit up here and lie. And, oh, you be talking mad shit about Brazil. You're anti-Rebecca, which is the biggest fucking lie. Oh, you're always bashing Flavia, which is a fucking lie. I ain't ever did that. And I'm just going to be posting the clips of every time I've mentioned Flavia and Rebecca in my videos. I'm just gonna be reposting the things I had to say about them to prove why y'all hoes are fucking liars. So again, I really root for Brazil, in particular Black Brazilians, Black people around the world. It doesn't matter what country you come from. At the end of the day, my channel is primarily dedicated towards Black athletes, Black gymnasts in particular. So please come with that. So again, I just want to say, let's hear it for Langston, Jimlandia. He always speaking facts. Cause bitch, I be coming on this shit with my receipts. I come on this shit every time. So again, like I just wanted to, drag some of y'all Brazilian hosts to the filth, one more time, just reposting some of the shit I said. Cause sometimes a simple receipt is better than 1,000 words. And, just remember that quote. So again, make sure to tune into this. And, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video as well. I won't be able to tell you guys have a good afternoon, all that shit at the end of the video. So, make sure to have a nice video and etc. And please tune into this clip. I mean, a nice day and etc. So please tune into these clips. And I also want to move on to Rebecca because, Rebecca, she redeemed herself on vault. I was so proud of her. She ate on floor, she ate on beam. She had some couple mistakes on bars, but I don't give a fuck. Like the judges, they was coming for her for no damn reason on bars. She should not have scored that damn low. But they be quick to come for us though. But again, like I'm like, how the hell she scored 13-8 when she don't did much worse routines than that and don't score the same? Like she might as well should have fallen. Like she scored like a 14-6, 14-7. Like that she basically failed in terms of how they scored her. Like, what the hell? Like, really put her on blast for no reason. And I was really sad for her because she had a really bad bar performance in the event finals. I wanted her to redeem herself. I wanted her to redeem herself so bad. And people they was tearing her down like she always making mistakes. Like she like okay, but she win medals though. She win medals. She win medals. What about your phase? What are they winning? What is Grace winning? Like, what is Riley winning? So you ain't gonna sit up here. The same thing with Sky Blakely. You ain't gonna sit up here and tear her down. Because she carried Brazil. Melanie carried France. And like speaking of like Rebecca has just been on a roll. Like I was so proud of her. Like her consistency has improved so much. And some of y'all motherfuckers are still talking shit about her, like, oh, she's still inconsistent, like she's still all of this. You know what? I want to talk about how her, Simone, and Charlize are scored at the end of this video as well. But at the end of the day, like Rebecca, I love that for her because where she came from, where she's gotten to. She is the principle of Black excellence, the principle of like where you come from don't determine where you going type shit. And I feel like she is a huge influence to motherfuckers around the world. And I love how she uses her platform to talk about the plight of Black Brazilians because at the end of the day, like I know Black Americans, we go through our shit, but in the day we have platforms. Like everywhere you go on social media, Black people are always talking about their problems, especially Black Americans. But Black Brazilians are like they've been silenced. They don't have the resources the Black Americans do to talk about their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that same luxury. It's almost like they're erased in the media. And when you see someone like her and you see how what she represents to these people, it means a lot. Now, I do have a smoke for some of y'all. Y'all are all these American flags, all of these French flags, all of these Brazilian flags. Like, these are three of the most racist countries in the world. So make sure that you are fighting for Black people like Rebecca Andrade in Brazil. Like, let's make sure you're fighting for people like her. Because I want to say that in Brazil, like, I think that white Brazilians earn 5 times more than Black Brazilians. Like, more than 70% of Black Brazilians live in poverty. Like, from what I've seen, make sure that you're using your platform to fight for bitches like her. Because don't be sitting up here, celebrating us when we win, but y'all be the first ones to tear us down when we fall, like Sky Blakely. So again, make sure you're using your platform to talk about it. Same thing for France. I want to move on to Rebecca. I already talked about, how happy I was about Rebecca. I really want to say I'm really happy that she's able to win a gold medal at this World Championships, even though, if it was for weird circumstances, a gold is a gold. A W is a W. Regardless how you get that W, you got it. That's all that matters. Um, I was so proud of Rebecca. Rebecca has fallen in the last two world championship beam finals. And she ate that shit up today. Like I was so happy for her. Like she redeemed herself on beam. Like Michaela Maroney, like she just don't like number one, y'all was caping so hard for her because she's a white woman. And I said this in my replies. She's white and that's what you want to see at the top. That's all it is. Michaela Maroney, her vaulting is overrated. Her Aminar is really good. I would give her that, but that her second vault was not that good. It wasn't. And but y'all glorify it because of who she is. Michaela Maroney has bent knees, she got leg separations, she got flex feet, she got a hip angle deduction. She has a good amount of deductions in her twisting. But they don't see that because she's white. But y'all got all this shit to say about Rebecca's piking, Simone's, cross legs. Like y'all talk about that shit, but when it comes to Michaela Maroney, you look past it because she's a white woman. And that's what you want to see. So some of y'all glorify whiteness. And what makes Michaela Maroney's Aminar better than Simone's? I want you to answer the question. Nothing. Simone has less deductions than her, but she's white, and that's what you want to see. So you got to catch motherfuckers out. Like some of y'all motherfuckers, you're biased. You are biased. Like acknowledge that about yourself. And because of that, you want to see a bitch like her on the top. The same thing will come over and Gabby. Like when I show you the clips of them, you cannot tell me that Komova is a better gymnast than Gabby, but you have this perception that she is. You have this perception. And some of y'all motherfuckers was tearing Rebecca Andrade down because y'all love to tear a black woman down. You love to tear Simone Biles down. You love to tear Gabby down. And you love to make excuses for white bitches too. Because again, like I read this comment where they was saying, oh, well, Rebecca, what did they say? They tried to say that Michaela Maroney, she was competing with a broken foot. She was dealing with sexual assault. You know what? So was Simone. So was Gabby. Y'all wasn't making excuses for them hoes though. Y'all wasn't doing that. So that's how like you see the excuses they make for white women. Like they talking about this bitch was injured. Rebecca Andrade tore her ACL 3 times. And she's still the Olympic champion on vault. So no, you're not gonna sit up here and do that. Simone had a kidney stone in 2018 and still got that vault named after her. Y'all didn't make excuses for Simone when she fell in the vault finals. So don't be sitting up here trying to make no excuses for Michaela Maroney. But this is what you do. And I said this in my Great White Hope video. This is what y'all do. You make excuses for bitches like her. And that shit gonna stop. Now I want to move on to Flavia. Flavia's looking really good. Obviously Flavia does lack difficulty, but I would say that, Flavia, she's really putting it together. She's getting her element. She's hitting all of her events. So that's really good for her. Her consistency is improving. And for Flavia, she always has had, the potential. She just can't turn the potential into the results. So for Flavia, if she can really bring back her beam difficulty with the consistency she has now, if she can really, upgrade a little bit more on floor and be consistent like this on bars, she can help Brazil out a lot in the team. And also she can also improve her double twisting Yurchenko because her double twisting Yurchenko is a mess to be real. If she can get more consistent on that, she is not only in my opinion, a contender for potentially even gold on balance beam. And, she also has the potential to medal on floor as we saw. She has the ability to help Brazil probably by maybe half a point or so. So because of that, like Flavia, like I really see the improvements in her gymnastics. And that's something that's really good for her. And I really think that she is a major contender come 2024. Definitely she's going to be on the team regardless. But, I want her to put together the beam routine that we know she was always capable of putting together. If she can really do that, that will really speak volumes, to her achievements in her career. This is the first she won her first individual medal, and I love that for her. I'm sure, with these championships, like a lot of shit was just not making sense. So now I want to move on to Rebecca. Rebecca absolutely ate. When she stuck that vault, all I could do was fucking laugh because y'all hoes had so much shit to say about when I put Rebecca over when I put her over Michaela Maroney and my vault, my top 10 vaulters, y'all was like Michaela's a better vaulter. Rebecca's not better than her. And when she stuck that Chung vault, I was like, one thing about me, when time go on, my argument gonna get stronger and stronger. Okay, like that's one thing about me. Like my arguments stay getting stronger. I know the hoes that had all this shit to say in my comment section. They was like, "Damn, bruh, like he really won. Like I really won the argument. I really did won. Like I won that shit, and you can't even sit up here and say like I did not win that argument with y'all hoes. And I had to go off on some hoes, and I'm finna post that shit a little bit later than in this video. But a couple of y'all hoes really had to get checked, and I'm finna bring that up as well. But Rebecca, she looked great on Vol. Bars. She need some improvements. They're coming, but her bars consistency. She's had a long season. Beam, she's getting more consistent on Beam. I really like that. A little bit more difficulty. We didn't obviously not see her on floor. She looks really good. I really see the best for her coming in Paris. I'm curious to see what Shiley's also has in terms of her upgrades in store as well. Realistically, for Pan Ams, that's realistically all I have to say for the most part. I was really shocked the USA was able to beat Brazil in the team finals. I expected Brazil to win. USA barely beat Brazil with Simone. And if I mean, I know Brazil was going to lose Rebecca Andrade's floor score, but the main reason Brazil, that Brazil had a meltdown on bars. USA, they were pretty consistent for the most part. So that was something that was really, really shocking to me. But this really did kind of give us like a show as what we're going to see in Paris, what we're going to see in the future. Obviously, you guys saw the community post I made. So someone said, "I love Jade, I love Michaela Modes, but they do not only do difficult vaulting, but also beautiful vaulting, and it's just nicer to watch." So obviously, this shit was some racism, like. And I called this shit out. Now I'm glad a lot of y'all stand up for the same shit. You have to watch out for gaslighting. I'm someone who defended Jade in the past. Michaela is a great vaulter, and I think they're both beautiful vaulters. But when you sit up here and say they're nicer to watch, and they specifically have beautiful vaulting, why the fuck does Simone not have beautiful vaulting though? Like, what makes their vaulting more beautiful than Simone and Rebecca's vaulting? Like, I really want to know. And it's clear what it is. And like I said, you specifically like two white women and think their vaults look better when it doesn't. Your racism is showing. Vaults aren't better. It's your perception of beauty. When you see white women as superior, when you think white people are more beautiful, of course you think their vaults are the most beautiful. But Jade and Michaela, specifically Jade, Jade has a good amount of form errors in her vault. But you mean to tell me like her vaults are more beautiful than Simone's and Rebecca's? That's no coincidence. So you have to catch motherfuckers out on their racism. And when I saw people liking the post, I'm like, oh, so it's not just one person that feels like that way. So again, like, you have to catch out gaslighting, call gaslighting out every time. Like, the racial bias is fucking real. And in that, instance, it was clear what the fuck it was. You can't sit up here and tell me that you randomly prefer that. So I had to gather some holes in the comments. Y'all had the audacity to be mad when I said Rebecca was a better vaulter than Maroney. Everyone was eating that shit up. And then this motherfucker went to the kill. He was like, Maroney didn't blow out her knees on her Aminar 3 times. Like the amount, it never like y'all will go so far to tear down a black woman. Like really. And I even said that. I said Rebecca didn't fall at the Olympics though, and she actually won the title. To go that low to tear down a black woman is crazy. She also tore her ACL on her 2.5 twist to full, which was she didn't even tear her ACL 3 times on her Aminar. She's just running your mouth. Like people go so low to tear down a black woman, and it's just really sad. Because when Jessica got injured, like when Jocelyn Robinson got injured, I didn't see anyone making jokes about that. That shit's not funny. It's not funny. But they will do anything to tear you down. But they don't give everyone else the same energy. You gotta catch this shit out as well. Now I want to move on to Rebecca. A lot of hoes is dragging Rebecca because she's doing this double wolf turn. And I think that's very smart. She needs to drop that double pike. She lost to Suni because of that. Like she almost lost to Shilese because of the same shit. And if Shilese would have fucked up how she did, Shilese would have probably beat her. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they both made their mistakes. Same thing, with Shilese and, some of her turns. They need to get rid of some of these moves. So I think this is a very smart move for Rebecca. She only, in my opinion, could lose point 0.1 for body shape and point 0.1 for precision. Maybe balance if it's really bad. That's the maximum of 0.3 tenths. You know what I'm saying? Versus at least, on her double pipe, it could be a 0.3 step, can be out of bounds. I don't see any flex feet or like leg separation. So for the most part, her double pipe doesn't have any form errors. But in terms of like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of places you can deduct. If she, if she takes steps, what she usually does, she always usually overpowers it. You know what I'm saying? So That is definitely a smart thing for her.